Well, because it is still illegal at the federal level, insurance is not required to pay for medicinal cannabis.
Jackie asked, workers' comp pays for my pain meds. Would they pay for medical marijuana so I can get off of these meds? Here's our Victor Puente with the answer to that good question.
Well, in Kentucky, no, they would not. While Kentucky law allows people to use medicinal cannabis as a treatment for a variety of conditions, it is still illegal on the federal level. That's why insurance and workers' comp are not required to reimburse patients for it in most states. According to a report from Optum, 5 states do require workers' comp insurers to reimburse for medical marijuana. Those are Connecticut, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, and New York. California also allows it in some circumstances. The magazine Risk and Insurance says most of those states allow it because of court orders. But Kentucky's medicinal cannabis law specifically says there are no requirements for government medical assistance programs, private insurers, or workers' compensation to reimburse a person for the costs associated with the use of medicinal cannabis. If you have a good question, just email us. Goodquestion@WKYT.com. I'll see you on WKYT Mornings.